Welcome back to Nano Discovery. In today's video, we're diving into a challenging yet incredibly exciting project, restoring a motorcycle that has been forgotten for many years. This bike is far from its original condition. Its once shiny paint is now covered in dust and corroded with rust almost beyond recognition. Key components like the engine, frame, and other mechanical parts have deteriorated severely over time. Stay tuned to witness the magic of this incredible restoration journey. First, we'll start by disassembling each part of the motorcycle. This is a crucial and rather challenging step, as after many years of neglect, almost every component, large or small, has suffered severe damage. The rusted bolts and screws make the disassembly process more complicated and time-consuming. But patience is key for projects like this. The engine, which is considered the heart of the motorcycle, is completely non-functional at this point. We'll need to take apart every single component of the engine for inspection and maintenance. Damaged parts will be carefully repaired or replaced to ensure that the engine runs smoothly once reassembled. This step requires a lot of experience and precision. It's not just about disassembling the parts, but each component must be handled carefully to avoid causing further damage. The bolts and screws have been corroded over time, so using too much force could break or strip them, making the reassembly process more difficult later. We'll use a grinding machine to remove the thick layers of oxidation and rust. This not only restores the shine to the surface, but also prepares the parts for the repainting process that will follow. The internal components of the engine, those that cannot be cleaned with a grinder, will be washed using specialized cleaning solutions. Finally, after everything has been thoroughly cleaned and repaired, we will reassemble the engine. After thoroughly cleaning all the parts, we will proceed with reassembling the engine components. This is a crucial phase that requires precision and extreme care. The mechanical parts will be lubricated with specialized oil to ensure smooth operation, reduce friction, and extend the life of the internal components. The old gaskets, which have likely deteriorated over time, will be completely replaced. This helps prevent leaks of air or oil, ensuring the system runs at peak efficiency. Key parts such as the pistons, bearings, and gears need to be properly maintained, with a thin layer of oil applied evenly to optimize engine performance. Throughout the reassembly process, we'll continuously check each step to make sure all parts fit together perfectly. After completing the engine assembly, we will apply a protective coat of paint to it. This layer of paint not only protects the surfaces from weather and oxidation, but also gives the engine a fresh, shiny appearance. Once the engine is taken care of, we'll move on to the other parts of the motorcycle. The entire bike needs to be disassembled to allow for thorough cleaning and restoration of each component. Parts like the handlebars, front forks, seat, and electrical system will be carefully removed and inspected for cleaning and repair. We'll use a grinding machine to smooth the frame surface, removing all the thick layers of rust. After that, An anti-rust coating will be applied to protect the frame from future corrosion. The next step involves the tires and rims. The tires will be removed for easier handling. The rims, after years of use, are heavily rusted, so they will be ground down to eliminate all rust and refresh the surface. The tires, while old, are still in usable condition, so they'll just need to be fairly cleaned to remove dirt and grime that has built up over time. After the rims are treated, they will be painted in green, giving the bike a unique and fresh look. The tires will be reinstalled in their original position and will inflate them to the proper pressure. The trunk was probably the most damaged part of the entire vehicle. We will start by grinding down the entire surface to remove the thick layers of rust. Over time, the surface has corroded, resulting in many areas that are punctured and torn. These spots will need to be welded shut securely to ensure there are no leaks that could affect the function and durability of the truck bed. We will apply a layer of filler to the surface to fill in any imperfections and smooth out any bumps or dents. Apply a coat of anti-rust paint to protect against future corrosion, followed by a coat of green paint. The fuel tank will be treated in a similar manner. The surface of the fuel tank will also be smoothed and repainted. The rotten parts need to be cut off. A new metal plate welded in place, and then the surface smoothed and repainted. Other components of the vehicle will also be completed and protected with paint. Once all the parts have been repaired and completed, we move into the final assembly stage. This process requires immense concentration, skill, and patience. Every single part, no matter how small, needs to be carefully inspected again before reassembly. This ensures that all components are in the best possible condition, free from any damage or defects that could affect the bike's performance. Reassembling the parts isn't just about putting them back in their original places. We need to ensure that each piece is installed precisely, without any misalignment. Mechanical connections, electrical systems, and cables must be arranged neatly and correctly to avoid any issues during operation. The engine, the heart of the motorcycle, is fitted into place with all the lubricated components to ensure smooth and stable operation in the future. Every bolt and screw is carefully tightened to ensure durability and maximum safety. The braking system is also thoroughly checked to guarantee it functions effectively, providing safety during use. Once everything is assembled, we conduct the final checks. The engine is started to listen for any unusual noises, and we inspect the functioning of all the systems. And so, after many days of hard work, the bike is finally complete. Thank you for following along with us through the entire process of restoring this motorcycle. Share and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any similar projects in the future.